Okay, guys, we are going live here, or we are already live. I just want to make sure that you hear me. So if I can have Stephanie to let me know if you hear me. Okay, great. So for this Google Hangout, what we wanted to do is quickly, I wanted to address some questions about the upcoming masterclass called The God Effect. So what is the God Effect about? How's the masterclass going to be conducted? And just what you can expect from this particular masterclass. So for those who don't know me, my name is Allison Muhammad, and the masterclass that I'm speaking of is the God Effect with Allison Muhammad. So it's an 8-week masterclass on actually my work where I have compiled over years of experience, information, processes, practices that I've done to be able to be the powerful healer, teacher being that I have come to be today. And I am definitely still evolving, but my audience was asking me for something more. They wanted me to come up with a training program that would actually help them as they say, how do you do what you do? Can you teach other people how to do what you do? And I say, I can't really teach other people how to do what I do, but I can share with you the practices and the processes that I actually went through to get to where I am today. So the God Effect is simply that. Very simple, but it's so profound in it took me a while to do it because I am very careful about what I give my audience, and I want the content to be very valuable and significant. I don't believe in a lot of um, processes that don't work, for lack of a better term, or just information. There's no need to run processes. There's no need to give a person a lot of information if their life doesn't change. And I know these practices and processes that I have gone through have definitely changed and shifted my life. And I can bear witness to them because there are parts of my life that would not shift. For a very long time, I could not get certain things to change in my life. And by using the processes and doing these particular practices that I share in the masterclass, The God Effect, helped me shift what needed to be shifted. And now I understand that I create my reality and I no longer choose to be in this box that other people say that you should be in. And I don't accept other people's reality the way that they say that it should be. So I am able to determine for myself what is real and what will show up in my life. And when things are showing up that I don't like, I now have the tools to change them. A simple be and it is. So I agreed to kind of go to myself and actually go in a space and a place where I could go and create this masterclass. So a lot of material, processes, and really taking me outside of my comfort zone, which is really what I teach my clients to step outside of their comfort zone. But for me to put forth the practices and the principles that I share in the masterclass, I had to be willing to come out of my comfort zone. And I think the shift right now that we are in with the planet, that it was just time. It was time to um, stop hiding and to see clients here and there. I really wanted my clients to experience their magic. I always say, I want you to leave from me so transformed that you never need me again, because you actually didn't need me in the first place. We just needed to shift some things and bring you up to a certain vibrational frequency and consciousness that you would realize that you did not need me, that you had everything within you. to take your life to the next level, to create a life that up until that point you were not able to create. So I'm so excited. I want to dive right into some of the questions that were sent. Yeah, I want to start with this one. One was, do you have to have any type of knowingness to benefit from this class? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, I will say that everybody has knowingness. Everybody has a sense of awareness. I believe that it's in degrees. So we normally are aware of what we choose to be aware of, and then some things we try to, pretend that we're not aware of. But no, you do not have to have any type of intuition, any type of spiritual gifts to benefit from this masterclass. This masterclass is really a step-by-step program. So wherever you are, it's about raising your consciousness to another level, to an elevated level where you're able to manifest and you're able to change things that maybe you were not able to change before. So no to that question. You do not have to have any type of intuition, but I will tell you, you will become more aware. The second question, let me get to it. Okay, what if I can't make the webinars? Will there be a recording? Okay, so the masterclass is a 8-week module, and it is designed for you to take it week by week. However, when it is released on April 7th, all of the modules will be there together. Okay, all of the modules will be there together, and you will be so excited about the content and the information. You will be tempted to go to week 7, week 8, just by the title of the information, and it's so phenomenal. But I encourage you not to do so. I encourage you to start with module 1, and I say take a week with module 1. Digest the information, do the practices for a week. Just focus on that one module before you go to the next module. So that's why it's called an 8-week masterclass, because it is set up to do a gradual progression. So start with module 1, take about a week, and even more if you need more time to do week 1. The information will be there for you. It's not going away. You can bring it up anytime that you would like to. It's at your own pace. You can go to the next module whenever you're ready. So that answers that question. You will have all of the 8 modules there already for you. And it's a self-study that you can do on your own. Now, the information, there's also, in addition to the videos, there are PDF files where we'll have the information of any different processes. So during the 8-week module, I run a lot of processes and I do a lot of exercises and practices. So there will be a video and the PDF telling you exactly how to do the processes and how to do the practices. And there's one more question that I wanted to get to. Let me make sure none are over here. The masterclass it will be released on April the 7th. So you can go over to AllisonMuhammad.com. That's AllisonMuhammad.com. And you can go to registration and you can register for the class. And then on April 7th, it will be released to everyone. And I'm doing it that way because the God Effect is still in the beta state, but I'm doing it that way because of the total consciousness. What I would like for everybody to do is to start at the same time. Even if you miss not having it on April 7th or not pulling it up on April 7th, you will have it in your inbox. You have the opportunity to go through it. And so to have a mass movement of a group of people elevating their consciousness at the same time will be just phenomenal. So April 7th is the day that we will be releasing it, but go on over and get registered for the class already, so you will have an opportunity to start when everybody else starts. So again, that's AllisonMuhammad.com. So while I'm looking for that last question that I wanted to go over a little bit about some of the material that is in the masterclass. So we talk about the power of forgiveness, and I start out with forgiveness because forgiveness was the greatest and the hardest tool for me on my spiritual path. Because a lot of times we think that we forgive, and the old saying, you know, I forgive, but I don't forget, kind of beats the purpose of that, because you don't really do that. You can't forgive and not forget. So that's kind of the purpose of forgiveness. And I learned that forgiveness was in layers. So there's layers and layers of forgiveness. And so I do a practice and I go over with you and I show you something called radical forgiveness. And it has brought so much transformation to my life, so much transformation to the clients that I work with. I don't care what anybody is coming for, whether it is energy healing, clearings, readings, or spiritual life coaching. Everybody starts out in the same place. And that's finding those areas where we have not been able to forgive, even though we say that we have been able to forgive. So most of the aches and pains that we have in our body, the spiritual upset, the mental fog, clutter in our mind, is different areas in our lives where an incident has happened and we were not able to forgive, we were not able to get past it. And the biggest block that I have seen isn't really what other people have done to us. Mostly, the major blocks that I've seen with myself and with clients is what we've done to ourselves and what we have done to other people. So we are so in tune and in alignment of rightness, if you will. And I know I'm always saying there's no right or wrong because there's no judgment. But in the context of what I'm saying here, we judge ourselves as being wrong and not being right. And those are the things that hold us back the most. So I go over a practice called radical forgiveness, where we go into forgiveness of self and then forgiveness of others, and a whole transformation and shift of forgiveness for the planet, our ancestors, our heavens team. Beautiful, beautiful practice. So we start with forgiveness, and then there's also a module where we deal with the power of love and gratitude and how that will shift any and everything. Love melts all blockages and transforms all life. No doubt about it, in every situation. So we go into a releasing process, because it's not that if love transforms all blockages in every aspect of life, and you have love in your life and there's love all around, everything that the divine has given to us in the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, all of it is a display of love. So what I've found is us not being able to receive love. There's a block on receiving. So there's a powerful exercise dealing with that. We go into the manipulation of molecules. And I won't go into that here, but I definitely go over that in the module, in the power to create, counter create, and then recreate. Powerful, powerful module. Back to oneness, the power of going back to source, because that is truly where all of the power is. So the whole module, really, I take you step by step, but it's a gradual process of going back, not going forward, but going back and tapping into that source energy, and then recreating a life that you truly desire, and for things to show up the way you would like for them to show up, instead of some of the ways that they've been showing up now. So it's really anybody who is thinking about this class, feel the energy of it. There's no coincidence that you're looking at this video. There's no coincidence that you are considering it. This is somebody that wants more, and not just believe that there's more, but you know that there is more and you're ready for it. So get ready to shift your reality and bring in something new that really other people are saying is not even possible, but I tell you that it is. So if you're willing to take that journey and really willing to release some things so you can receive, perceive, and know everything that there is to know and perceive, this is the masterclass for you. So go on over to AllisonMuhammad.com and register for the masterclass so you'll be set for April 7th. And this next, I just had the question here. It was about traveling. Okay. The question was about traveling, yes, and about the masterclass being an in-person class. So right now the masterclass is online, and I have been traveling, and I will travel to do a masterclass in person. But of course, the material is set up to be an 8-week class, masterclass, like I said before. But hey, invite me to where you are. I would love to come. I would love to play with you to see what kind of magic we can create where you are. So you can go to AllisonMuhammad.com. You can go to the contact us, leave your information, or you also can send me an email to AllisonMuhammad@gmail.com. And I return all of my emails. I answer them personally, and we can go from there. So I am going to end right there. You all can send me some more questions through AllisonMuhammad.com, and maybe we'll have another Google Hangout. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.